What's good, YouTube? It's my girl B back with another video, man. First of all, we're going to say thank you, Jesus, for allowing us to be here another day. Shout out to Juice 9304, I believe is his name. Commented on one of my videos and said, if you like hockey psychology videos, you have to react to They Are Breaking the NHL. And y'all know I love hockey psychology videos, man. So, without further ado, man, let's not waste no more time. Hit that subscribe button, turn those post notifications on, hit that like button. About 75% of my viewers are subscribed. So hit that subscribe button for your boy. We upload hockey content every single day. Let's not waste no more time. Let's get into it.
Norris Trophy is the award given to the top defensive player who best demonstrates throughout the season the greatest all-around ability to play the position. And while there is a debate about what this trophy actually means, this year there are 3 defensemen who have carved themselves above the rest. First is Zach Werenski, the American defenseman who has carried a Columbus team into the playoff mix despite being expected to sit in the basement of the NHL. Wow. Then you have Cale Makar, the Calder, Norris, Conn Smythe, and Stanley Cup winner who's drawn comparisons to Bobby Orr frequently in his career. Finally, you have Quinn Hughes, the reigning Norris Trophy winner who's putting on a season for the ages and has been dragging a Canucks team that has been shadowed by drama all season long. All 3 of these players represent the evolution of defensemen in the modern NHL. So let's take a deeper look into how.
Okay.
In today's NHL, teams are starving for a smooth-skating, puck-moving defenseman that can log 25-plus minutes a night and quarterback the pace of the game. There are only a handful of these defenders in the league, but 3 in particular who can flat-out dominate. Cale Makar and Quinn Hughes have been in a league in their own for years, but this season, Zach Werenski has emerged to be right there in that conversation.
Okay.
The preseason predictions were ugly for the Blue Jackets. Everyone in the media had them as a lottery team, and fast forward to the end of January, they're right in the mix to be in the wild card spot in the East. A big reason why is Zach Werenski. Coach Dean Evason came into Columbus and wanted the Jackets to play a more assertive and fast-paced style. That was music to Werenski's ears. His smooth stride may not look like he's going as fast as Makar or Hughes, but he ranks in the 94th percentile in top speed and in the 98th percentile in speed burst over 22 miles per hour. Werenski came into this season 10 pounds lighter so that he can log in major minutes, and that's why he leads every defenseman in terms of time on ice. Now, all this speed in Werenski's game is built up through his transition play. When Columbus recovers the puck in the D zone, he's bursting through the middle or weak side to be the primary target on the breakout. Again, this is all about timing and understanding when to use his speed. The second that Werenski sees his teammate will win the battle in the corner, he's already begun opening up his hips to head up ice. A solid pass made under pressure to the winger, and look who's the primary option right up the gut to get the puck with speed. He plays a little give and go, is the first man to the puck on the forecheck because of all the speed he's built up, and he sends a perfect dish right to Matthew Olivier. Columbus is now far more dynamic off the rush because of plays like this. As the puck heads up on the right side of the ice, Werenski's sprinting down the left wing to present himself as an option. By the time Columbus reaches the blue line, the Kings are in a decent position with 2D and back pressure on the puck carrier. Now, if Werenski's not here using his speed to join the rush, the puck carrier is basically in no man's land and likely generates nothing. But there he is to save the day for Columbus again, and he absolutely rifles one for good measure. Even when teams are in good structure in the neutral.
See, me as a newer hockey fan, I would have never thought nothing of that, of like what he's explaining right here.
And he absolutely,
I would have never thought nothing of it. That was not even understanding that, but that's
one
great.
For
that's
good
great
measure. Even when teams are in good structure in the neutral zone, Werenski just slices through like butter. At 6'2", he doesn't need to shake guys, but going east-west.
He moving smooth like
cut, and he's gone. However, the best players in the world can drive the play without even touching the puck, and that's what he does here against Detroit. He gets the puck on the wall and goes D-to-D to his partner Matejchuk for the regroup. This is going to allow Werenski to take all this ice so that when he gets the puck back, he's got it with a ton of speed. The 2 Red Wings are in decent structure, but are ultimately caught flat-footed because of this. He kicks it out wide, drives the middle lane, and that's going to force Seider to pick him up. That creates a race to the net on the left wing, and it's textbook, baby. However, this pass gets through because of Werenski's route to the net. A lot of players crash the net when they drive the middle lane, but knowing Seider has attached to him, that would likely just kill the play. So he peels off towards the faceoff dot to keep Seider out of the passing lane, and it's money. Columbus has made a leap this season because of their ability to facilitate off the rush, but it's also because of the pressure Werenski puts on teams in the O-zone. He leads all defensemen in the NHL with shot attempts at the net. That's because he's been given far more flexibility to activate off that blue line and create offense. Columbus likes to go into this 2-3 structure, and on that left flank, Werenski can be far more creative and assertive. When the puck is on the right side of the ice, Werenski's diving in on the far side to take full advantage. Put all this together, and you have a Norris caliber D-man leading the charge for one of the best underdog stories of the year. But then there's the guy who won it all in Cale Makar. Makar currently leads all defensemen in goals with 18. He also leads all defensemen in power play points with 20. And when it comes to manipulating wingers and goalies on the blue line, there's maybe no one better. A lot of the time when you watch Makar, it looks like he snaps one on net and it seemingly finds a way through all that.
If y'all haven't seen
if
y'all haven't seen the Cale Makar video that I reacted to, you gotta go check that one out too.
You probably moan about how lucky he's getting, but trust me, it's by design. It starts with understanding a goalie's stance. Goalies have a ready stance and a relaxed stance. The ready stance is what you see when a goalie is ready to make the save. I know, self-explanatory. I never said I was a rocket scientist, but the relaxed stance is usually used when the puck is on the perimeter so that they can see around traffic and conserve energy while looking tall in their net. Makar frequently catches goalies in this relaxed stance by leveraging the traffic in front of the net. As soon as he gets the puck on the left point here, he's going to slowly shift into the middle while keeping his eyes on the net the entire time. Now, because Colorado runs a 1-3-1 power play, they can have 2 layers of screens in front of the goalie while Makar is in the middle of the ice. Add the penalty killers, and all of a sudden vision becomes a real problem for goalies, especially with a 6'3" Nichushkin right in your kitchen. So Decord here is forced to go into his relaxed stance to try and find the puck through traffic. He looks the wrong way. Makar has his head up, knows where to place it, and it finds a way for a goal. Makar is constantly pulling killers into the lanes while leveraging his screens to make life a living hell for goalies. Between the screens and the puck movement of Colorado on the perimeter, it becomes incredibly difficult to decipher when's the appropriate time to use this stance as a goalie. Sprinkle in his lethal snapshot, and goalies are frequently getting exposed. Of course, you can't talk about Makar without his skating and deception. He is the king of using the Mohawk or 10-2 technique to absolutely torch wingers. Once he opens up his hips and loads the puck in a shooting position, he can expose wingers by exploding out of this load up with the Mohawk. The brilliance, though, is how he stacks these skills together. Often when you see wingers attack Makar, he likes to head fake towards the middle and then drive down the wall while using this Mohawk to explode out of the oncoming check. As you can see, wingers and teams in general get gun-shy to be aggressive, and that is exactly what he wants. With more teams playing man-on-man defense up high, though, he can single-handedly break structures by beating his man 1v1. With every defender he leaves in the dust, another has to pressure to make sure he isn't left uncontested. The result leaves either him or another Av wide open for a high-danger chance. Makar also leads all NHL defensemen in takeaways. Try and beat him wide, his skating alone will angle you off, and he's not afraid to finish with a hit either. With Colorado playing an aggressive man-on-man system, he's able to frequently anticipate puck carriers' next move to stop the cycle and get moving on offense. With his history, Makar was the odds-on favorite to win the Norris at the start of the year. Then we started to see the brilliance firsthand of Quinn Hughes, leading all defensemen.
Wow, that was a great transition right there.
Carrying the Vancouver Canucks. The numbers speak volumes. Without Quinn Hughes on the ice, the Canucks are a significantly worse team in every single.
What is this? XGF? This is offensive zone possession, right? Slot driving plays, offense generating plays. Wow. Whoa, that's a crazy difference. 82 to 51 is crazy. Oh, and they stay in the offensive zone more. Possession, driving.
Offensive category. But perhaps the most important one is possession. With him on the ice, the Canucks have the puck nearly a full 3 minutes longer per 60 minutes. Once he gets the puck, he keeps it and finds the best possible play. On breakouts, his possessions are methodical and calculated. This is the first shift of the Canucks and Blues game. Vancouver is going to send 2 wingers to the far blue line while Hughes hits them with a stretch pass that almost creates a 2-on-1. So not even a few minutes later, St. Louis adjusts. Their D back off towards the blue line to take away the wingers, but Hughes throws in a wrinkle of his own. With his body language, he's going to fake like he's going up towards the wall. That's going to force both of these Blues players to go towards the boards.
Y'all have to forgive me,
leaves his center wide open with space for a controlled zone entry. Doesn't go anywhere because, well, Hughes is on an island right now, but it's those little possession plays that keep Vancouver on the attack when he's on the ice. Of course, in the ozone, he and Makar share a lot of similarities. Like Makar, Hughes' skating is his best asset that can single-handedly destroy defensive structures. One-on-one, if you attack Hughes or give him a gap advantage, you too will look like Bambi on skates. The LA Kings are one of the best defensive teams in the league. Watch here how Quinn Hughes makes it look like it's just another Sunday skate for him. With the Kings playing a man-on-man up high, Foegele, the poor soul, is going to attach onto Hughes as he walks the middle. And with one cut back, he creates all this separation from Foegele. At first, it happens so quickly it looks like Foegele just can't keep up. But it's the speed mixed with deception that makes him impossible to contain. Hughes uses a punch turn, something we see a lot of players and high-end skaters use to quickly change directions. Usually one skate opens up to find the flat of the blade, while the other is on the inside edge. And when used properly at the highest speed, it's extremely deceptive. But as Hughes attacks downhill here, look at how far he swings out his right leg to get on the flat of his blade. The guy is virtually cross-legged. Foegele, as the winger, anticipates that this stride is a crossover to continue driving downhill, but it's not. He hits the punch turn, and now he's created all this separation to fling one home. Similar to Makar, Hughes leverages screens to use his lethal shot to beat goalies from range. And out of the three defensemen, Hughes is the smallest, being 5'10", but he negates that disadvantage on the defensive side of the puck through angling, edge work, and anticipation. And if he does have to use his body, he uses it intelligently to create an opening for him to steal the puck. Here, Hughes is not going to overpower the winger with strength, but he doesn't have to. A slight little nudge takes the puck carrier off balance, and that gives him an opportunity to sneak his stick underneath and advance it up the boards. Then he takes off. Little Kalachapchur off the boards, defense hits the slip and slide, and Hughes finds the only available lane to slip it over to Garland for the tap-in. Give you an idea of how dominant Hughes is right now, there's only been 5 times in NHL history where a defenseman has finished a season with 20 or more points than his next highest scoring teammate. Erik Karlsson did it 2 years ago when he led the Sharks in scoring by 34 points. The Sharks were a bottom 5 team, and he still won the Norris. This season, Quinn Hughes is on pace to tie that number, and he currently has 23 more points than the next highest scoring Canuck. All while Vancouver sits in the last wildcard spot. All 3 of these defensemen are critical to their team's success. They also represent the evolution of modern-day defenders. The NHL and its fans are witnessing something special with this current generation of defensemen. And this season, we're seeing it in full force.
Wow. Great video, bro. I love how, bro. I wish I could give that guy. He 276,000 subscribers ain't enough, and I don't even got a lot of subscribers. But 276,000, this guy deserves 1 million, bro. He's out here giving out game, bro. I've every video I've ever watched of his, I've learned something. Like I'm slowly learning about the zones that each team plays, and seeing, and I like it because it's kind of like almost every sport has that concept of a zone coverage versus a man coverage, and you get to see it. You get to see it and see how it's different, but it's beautiful. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn those post notifications on, and remember, I upload hockey videos every single day on this channel. If you're a hockey fan, you should already be here. You should already be here. You should already be subscribed. You should already have your popcorn ready each and every day. But stay peaceful, stay positive, stay disciplined. Always, always, always be kind.